Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Georgia going up tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Davis looking to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Running back goes in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's taking the shot. and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Takes the handoff. It's Jolly. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Davis will throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to punch it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Strong, firm tackle. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to the Astronauts. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Georgia 7, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting reports, making big plays.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Davis looking to pass. Makes a connection. And he'll be brought down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short,
and he muffs it. It's loose. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Davis will throw. They're trying to get to it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down. He wants to throw it again. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running to the left. Got room at the 35. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the ball.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Floating away. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And
going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Wide out in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, kick it off for the defense.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man quickly. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point. They're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Kingsbury. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Coming after it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Davis looking to pass. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On second down, looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Battle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession.
And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
And he was under so much scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Davis will throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting it up.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick. Return to improve this field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the left side. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
At the 17-yard line. 3rd down coming.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Slips away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Georgia, number 5, in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Speeding down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
Timber.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
Gorilla.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 42, Texas 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Davis looking to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to get it to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He throws one to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Now.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes a catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quarterback checking the play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown Longhorns! Lining up to add another. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kingsbury. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt.
He lofts one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Going up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And that pass picked off. taking it the other way. The 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's gonna pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal.
42, Spider.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kingsbury. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
325.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Georgia sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on.
Number 11 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field positions.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pressure coming. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better